Hey y'all, Mr. Conjure here. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's just go ahead and do the disclaimers really quickly. This is a collective reading, so it may not be your video. If not, there are a whole bunch of other videos on my page. I'm sure one of them will fit you, will fit your time and your story right now, but this is a collective reading, so not everything is going to apply to everybody, but you know, as the saying goes, if it applies, take it. If it doesn't, let it fly. So this right here is a collective reading. Like I said, this one I got the channeled song "Everybody Loves Somebody Sometimes," and before that I got "Give Me Love" from Ed Sheeran, and then I forgot what I was singing before that. So what I can't find out though, I don't know if I can show this on. That was the Hanged Man. What I can't figure out though is if this is a positive energy or a negative energy. It feels right in between. So everybody loves somebody sometimes. What are y'all saying with that spirit? Okay, so it's a negative energy. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so this is for the heartbroken pile. This is for the heartbroken pile. This is for somebody who is dealing with some form of heartbreak. They have had to recently cut somebody off. You were thinking about cutting somebody off. You may have been cut off. You may have had to move on for your well-being, for the better good, the betterment of you, whatever may have you. Hold on, let me. Ooh, y'all can hear my stomach. Whatever may have you, this is for you. You are, the people who are dealing with a form of emotional loss. Even if this was a while ago, you still have some form of emotional loss in there in your heart chakra. So your heart chakra may be closed right now. You may be shutting it off intentionally. You may be, not allowing yourself to fully heal. And what I got from the message though is that for the people who are heartbroken, there are people who are beating themselves up for falling in love with this person or for allowing this person to hurt them. Basically, I wanted to say hurt and harm, so both harm and hurt you. They're letting you know, spirit is letting you know that everybody loves somebody sometimes. Like, you can't be mad at yourself for falling in love with somebody. You can be a little bit disappointed in yourself for ignoring the red flags, but now not to ignore those in the future. And you now know especially what red flags that you were at one point willing to ignore, you will now not be ignoring in the future. Ooh, I just hit the heck out of this. Recognition and reward and fulfillment of wishes. And then we had two that flew right here. Trapped in fear and moving on. Okay, yeah. So they're telling you right now it's time for you to start moving on, right? They want you to start being recognized. Something about this is giving me like somebody who has really gone into their shell. You see how he's like hunched over? Somebody who's really gone into their shell and like they're afraid to show their true like divine self to people anymore. They just would rather be, yeah, they would rather kind of just stay in the shadows. This is discontent and boredom. This is the Four of Cups. And all the way down here, we have the Four of Cups. Again, somebody who's hiding in the shadows, somebody who's kind of sticking to themselves, discontent and boredom. Instead of being this like shiny beacon that you once were. Somebody may have like really, or whatever this was, really knocked you down a couple pegs. But Spirit is saying, they're here with you for starters, and don't allow it to completely knock you down. Everybody is allowed to go into hermit mode every now and again, but don't allow it to completely knock you down. I'm hearing that Carrie Wilson song, when love comes around and it knocks you down, just get back up when it knocks you down, knocks you down. Is that what she said? Yeah, she says sometimes love comes around. Oh, that's kind of the same title as this. Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Sometimes love comes around. Yeah, it's the same premises of like, at some point you gotta fall in love. Did I say premise? Premises? I meant premise. It's the same premise of at some point, love, you gotta fall in love with somebody. At some point, love begins. So don't blame yourself for that. Now, again, it's just a way for you to grow. Strengthen your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Let your intuition be the greatest thing in your life. Even if your heart is saying, "Oh well, we can ignore those red flags." Let your intuition have authority over all of that. And you'd be like, "You know what? No, those are red flags. When I see a red stop sign, I don't keep going. When I see a red yeah, when I see a red light, I stop, don't I? Don't I stop when I see something that says closed road? Do I go around it or do I stop and go back around and go back? You know what I mean? It's all about trusting yourself. So they really, really want you to get out of this trapped in fear energy because of ooh Lord, because of your memories of love and your heartbreak from your memories of love. Or you know what, you're staying in a perpetual heartbreak because you've stayed in some form of victim mode. They're telling you it's now just time to step out of it. Wait, what effects are these down here? Not me being distracted by these effects. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Ooh. Anyway, prosperity began. Why are my hands shaking? Yeah, this is a lot of energy on this one. Um, Prosperity begins. So anyway, they're letting you know it is time to come back from licking your wounds. Even if this was recent, they do have a nice gift waiting on you. They have something beautiful waiting on you. So, quick messages. Yeah, this emotional loss will be healed. I'm hearing some of you like, when God, when, when will this be over? They're letting you know it will be healed soon. You got to learn your lessons just like everybody else. I'm trying to see what deck is calling to me right now. I think it's this one. Lastly, I just want some words of advice directly from Spirit. What was I saying about closed roads? Ooh, dang. Okay, so messages from Spirit. Firstly, like I said, it is time for you to get back to making your money. It is time for you to get back into focusing on bettering yourself, kind of crawling out of that negative energy and that heartbreak and focusing on yourself. We have, I just end up right back at the start of the line, drawing circles. They want you to break out of that cycle by learning your lessons, learning what red flags you may have ignored, looking back on the past, and seeing what red flags you ignored. Yeah, they want you to not feel bound. They want you to not feel like you're bound to this heartbreak. There are new beginnings on the horizon. It is time for you to, I just heard like wake up and what, is there a saying about morning dew? Is there something about like collecting morning dew? I don't know. There's something about like waking up, smelling the roses with a fresh cup of coffee and seeing the morning dew on the grass and like moving on with life. They're kind of telling you it's time to start moving on because your roads have been closed for long enough. And you also, when you saw those red flags, you didn't close those roads to whoever the person was. Um, Somebody was a secret crush, but it ended up being not fair. And so now it's time for your roads to be open, and you will be very surprised at the blessings that come from that. And or you were very surprised when they did you dirty, but now you'll very much so be surprised of the blessings. Anything else? Last thing they say, I had to reinvent. The overall theme of this is I had to reinvent. I have to become better. I have to become stronger. I have to learn my lesson. I had to reinvent. All right, y'all. Oh, hold on. Okay, y'all. That is it for the reading. It has been me, Mr. Conjure. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy and if it did resonate. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.